Remember the Afghan national who murdered a National Guard soldier in D.C. last year? He had driven across the country, walked up to a uniformed members of the National Guard standing near the White House, and shot two of them in the head without saying a word. One of them was a 20-year-old female soldier named Sarah Beckstrom. God rest her soul. She died on Thanksgiving Day. The man has now been hit with a 17-count superseding indictment, and some of those charges are death penalty eligible. Thank you. The charges include first-degree murder while armed, assault with intent to kill while armed, and multiple counts of possession of a firearm during a crime of violence. The new federal charges added in the superseding indictment are death penalty eligible, meaning prosecutors are now evaluating whether to seek the execution. And I sure hope they do. A man that drives 1,300 miles from Washington State to the nation's capital armed with a stolen weapon and walks up to uniformed American soldiers and shoots them in the head without a single word is problematic. This is not a random act of violence. It is a mission. I grew up in the Middle East and know the overseas indoctrination firsthand. I experienced how extremist organizations teach people to see military and government targets not as human beings, but a symbol of the enemy that must be destroyed. That kind of dehumanization does not happen overnight. It is built over time through ideology, through community, through the content a person consumes, and the beliefs they are immersed in. Whether it is a man acting alone in the physical sense or not, the mindset requires to plan cross-country trip to ambush soldiers near the White House does not develop in a vacuum. Someone taught him how to see the world that way. Something fed that fire until he was ready to act on it. That is the radicalization pipeline, and it could happen in person or online. It does not always announce itself with a flag or a manifesto. Sometimes it shows up in a Toyota Prius with a stolen gun, and by the time you see it, a 20-year-old female soldier is already dead on Thanksgiving. If you want to understand how radicalization works, how foreign-born individuals get pulled into the extremist thinking, and what the warning signs look like before someone reaches the point of violence, join my free newly launched Radicalization Awareness Network community through the link in my bio. And as I've always said, please like, share, and follow. And if you see something, please say something. Have a great day.